Welcome to the Transparent FX Academy. If you're new to the channel, I'm Nick and I've been a top author on TradingView for many years, as well as being one of the only traders with a fully verified MyFX book track record. So if you want to elevate your trading, you're definitely in the right place. So subscribe to the channel, and without further ado, let's jump right into it. So take a second, pause the video, read the disclaimer, and I will see you on the charts. In this video, I'll speak about gold. Now, as usual, to keep the video as educational as possible, first I'll give you the technical aspect, then I'll move to the commitment of traders to see what the big institutional players in the market are doing and how they are moving and shifting their orders. And then I will put together this multi-time frame top-down analysis together with the order flow analysis to try to understand where we have the highest probabilities for the next potential move here for gold. So that is definitely a video you do not want to miss. Now, starting here from the monthly time frame, what we can see is that we have a market which at the moment is in a very strong uptrend. The market has created a series of monthly higher highs and higher lows. During this push to the upside, every time we have seen an impulse and then a correction. After the correction previously, these corrections right here, which were the smaller ones, as soon as the correction came, immediately we saw strong institutional buying pressure. So institutions enter the market and immediately push the price higher. However, what we're seeing now is a completely different correction. We're now seeing a deeper correction, much deeper than the previous ones. And we will be speaking about this institutional buying again in just a few moments when we move to the COT analysis. But for now, let's keep in mind that these corrections were much more shallow, immediately met with institutional buying pressure, and this one is deeper. Now, if we want to measure how deep this correction is, we have to take our Fibonacci from the low to the high of the impulse leg, and what we can notice is that the market at the moment is in between the 0.618 and 0.786 retracements. Now, these are the last two levels. In fact, when you are in a strong uptrend, what you usually have is an impulse to the upside. So you see a push to the upside and then the start of a correction. That is the moment in which you can start measuring the correction. And what you have in a strong uptrend is usually a correction to the 0.32 and then the continuation to the upside. When you have potentially in a strong uptrend, a bit deeper correction, you can go maximum to the 50%. When you start going to the 0.618 and 0.786, as we currently are, this is the last possible area inside of which you could have the continuation to the upside. So essentially, if buyers want to protect the uptrend, so protect the continuation to the upside, this is the last level at which they can actually step in to push the continuation to the upside. So right now we are inside of that level, and that is important to keep in mind. So let's keep it in mind and drop down on the weekly time frame. Now, from a weekly perspective, this is where things already start getting quite interesting. What we can notice is that at the moment we are inside of a strong demand and support zone. We can see that from here, exactly from here, this previous correction got stopped and a push higher started. So here we saw institutional buying. Again, here we had the test of the level, immediately rejected to the upside. Right now, the market is inside of this level. And while the market is in this level, we usually tend to see some games which get played, because remember that in the market, for every buyer, there needs to be a seller. For every seller, there needs to be a buyer. If there isn't enough liquidity at that specific moment for institutions to just buy, they can generate that liquidity by hunting stop losses, create liquidations. So that is important to keep in mind. And in order to see better what kind of price action we're getting, we have to go down even on lower time frames. So just a quick interruption. Let me know in the comments below any new pairs or topics that you would like me to cover in my next videos, because I'm always open to suggestions. Let's go on the daily. Now, here on the daily time frame, first of all, I spoke about gold just a few days ago when the market was around this level. I explained all the reasons for which from here I was expecting this rejection higher. Then from here, I made another breakdown explaining all the reasons for which I was expecting this rejection lower. And by the way, you find those two previous analyses linked in the description. I will link them below, so you can go and check them out for more free education. But right now, what we're having is, again, the market entering into the area, instead of which what we expect is institutional buying. But what we have to keep in mind is that as the market is entering into this zone, we're not seeing the test and rejection to the upside that we would like to see. The market is kind of chopping inside of the zone, which means that there is definitely the possibility at this point, since we have seen this choppy price action back and forth pretty much around the zone in which we would like to see the buying, that there isn't enough liquidity inside here, and we could see a stop loss hunt below all this, because a lot of retail traders, when they see the market enter into a support zone, they immediately start buying without waiting for proper confirmations, and their stop losses are below the lows. So what could happen at this point is that institutions will go and hunt all those stop losses, create the liquidation. Only at that point, institutions will start buying, and at that point, we actually get the rejection to the upside. So that is very important to keep in mind. Now, let's go and see what we have when it comes to the commitment of traders. So what the big players in the market are doing. Now, the data is already reported against the USD. So this is already gold USD, which is in fact what we are currently analyzing. So what we can see if we look at the net positions is that with the last reports, net positions got massively increased. We went from 154.2K all the way up to 194.2K net positions. So institutions are getting increased, net positions are getting increased by institutions, and that is mostly coming from longs being added. Longs got increased, in fact, from 200K all the way up to 233K. We're currently sitting with 233.7 thousand longs compared to only 39,000 shorts. So let's keep all of this in mind and move back to the chart. And by the way, if you still haven't, make sure that you join my free Telegram channel, which you find linked in the description, so you never miss new updates. Now back to the analysis. So in this kind of situation, we have an area in which we could see more institutional buying, especially if we will see this push to the downside. That would be very nice to see from here, push lower, liquidating all those stop losses, and that gives the possibility for more institutional buying. So if we will see inside of here more choppy price action, what would I expect? Now, as usual, and as my students know very well, trading is reactive and not predictive. The monthly, weekly, and daily timeframes combined with the COT data, those are the best timeframes when it comes to the directional aspect of the market. However, when it comes to identifying early shifts in the trend of a market, the best timeframes for that are the intraday timeframes, so 4 hour and lower. Therefore, what I would expect is that if this market would shift from an intraday bearish to bullish market, I wouldn't be surprised to see a potential rejection to the upside away from this area for the market to reject this zone fueled by institutional buying pressure. That definitely wouldn't surprise me. Now, all this free analysis, education, and updates that you see me share here on YouTube are actually just the tip of the iceberg. In fact, if you want to learn more, I really suggest that you head over to the website, which is linked in the description. Here, you have the possibility to gain access to my complete program. In it, you will have access to all the courses that I ever created. So everything I have learned in the market in all these years, easily packaged and delivered to you directly from me. So I follow you one-on-one directly in the program. So everything, including the program, you can ask me questions. You have my personal contact directly from your student dashboard. You also gain access to the same COT data software that you see me use in all my analysis. You also have the possibility to gain access to my live trading show. So essentially you can watch me trade live every single day. So as the day progresses, you see all the positions as they're open, closed, managed. You also have the possibility to gain access to my exact strategies. And in fact, on the website, you also see a 10 years back test of all 9 my strategies. So I suggest to go and check it out. If you continue to scroll down on the website past the testimonials, you will see that at the moment there is a really amazing special running. So if you're even only remotely interested in learning more, I really suggest that you go and check it out. The link is in the description, and I will see you in it because it is really the last program that you will ever need to join. This is the last time that you will have to look for any kind of program because it's really super complete. There is everything from start to finished, and you are guided along the way directly from me. So Looking forward to see you on board. I will see you on your student dashboard. If you enjoyed the video, make sure that you drop a like and a comment. It really helps with the creation of new free analysis and education. And I will see you in my next video.